In this tutorial, we're going to cover setting up the link structure for your website. It's typically a good idea to do this prior to making your pages. However, if you have already made your pages, it's still a simple process to do. Playing in the example, if I was making a website about myself from an interviewee point of view, I would want to do something like education. Maybe experience, if your experience is stronger. Resume, portfolio, and a contact page. So now that I have the layout I want set up, I should start hyperlinking these. So for example, with the education, I would highlight all the text. And from a previous example, I linked it to template. I want it to be to something that's relevant, just like this, so education. I'd rename it to that and HTML. Now, although these links don't exist yet, we'll recreate them with some of the template files we've made over here. Highlight resume, resume.html. Same for portfolio, portfolio.html. And contact, we've already made a contact page in class, so I will use that right there. So we've created the link structure, but we don't have any of the pages ready yet. So let's save our index. And what we're going to do is first pick a template we want to use for education. Template 2 could work really well. So I'm going to do File, Save As, Education. So now I have the link ready I want to use. I'll close that. Don't need to save anything there. For resume, I can use the document page that I used for an example of Google Docs. And we'll do File, Save As, Resume. Don't worry about any of those prompts if you see them. I close down the document page. For the portfolio page, I might want to use the PowerPoint example. Have that there. File, Save As, Portfolio. Just like that. Close the original PowerPoint file down. And contact, which is ready to go. So I have my 5 links here, but I need them to have the same hyperlink setup as what I have for my homepage. So before we go about doing that, just double check that you have all your links there. So for the logo, you want always to be your index.html page. And we can see education goes to education, resume goes to resume, portfolio goes to portfolio, contact goes to contact. Make sure you link your Facebook icons, Twitter icons, and LinkedIn. You don't have to have all of them, but make sure you do have at least one. I'm not going to put a link in, but I will just put a dummy one in, for example, to show that it's hyperlinked. And hyperlink. So now that I know this is all set up, I want to copy the header, which is held inside of here. And I want to highlight as well the nav, which is holding our entire navigational menu. A lot of code there though. So firstly, I'll show you a way to collapse this and simplify it. Click next to your logo, and you should see you have your header bracket. Collapse it, and it puts it all into that little box, and you can see what's there. Do the same for nav, and you can see it all there. Highlight, Control C. Now go to education, click to here, collapse your header, collapse your nav, highlight, Control V, and you'll see it automatically updates. Press Control S to save. Do the same process for our other links. So we're collapsing nav and header, we're highlighting, we're pasting, and we're updating. Again, for portfolio, click to the left of that logo, collapse the header, collapse the nav, highlight, paste, save, and same for our contact page. So save. Lastly, go to our home page, save. We can see all 5 of them have saved since there's no longer a star icon next to them. Preview in Chrome. And you'll see now that all of our pages are linked correctly. So that's all there really is to getting all of your link structure set up in the way you want. Of course, if you have a footer too, you're going to want to make sure you do that. And just for the simplest of examples, if I wanted the exact same setup here, and I pasted it below, if I wanted it just like this, I would do something along the lines of click here, collapse the footer, copy, click here, replace the whole footer, and so on and so forth. So I'll do this for you all just so you can see how it would be. You can see the stars here for the index, so it hasn't saved yet. I just press Control S though. Now I have the example of the link here below, and if I go to resume now, I have my links here below as well. So that is it for link structure. It's not too difficult. You just want to make sure that you do it right the first time so you don't have to do it again.